new week, new documenting the journey. It's kind of hard to meet people here or to think big if everything around you is like plains and just farms, which is great. It's a great place to live, but you know, if you want to grow, it's nice also to meet people, and it's hard in places like this. So I kind of needed a little break with the content. I needed some new ideas and like a refreshed look on it. That's why I haven't uploaded in a little bit. I'm gonna do it differently now. This will look a bit different. I'm just gonna try to take you guys really with me, and I noticed that there was a barrier of doing that. I just didn't feel like pulling my phone out and being, you know, that guy that was filming and everything like that. I just still want to document my journey, and I thought about what if I would like have someone film it. So get like a filmer, invest in that. But then it's like right now in my journey, I'm just sitting in my room. There is nothing going on. It's me. And now I'm in the Netherlands, back home for another week. Whether I'm here or in Barcelona, where I'm going next, it's just me in my room mostly. So this is not really interesting. So I need to find a way for myself to be able to make it interesting. I kind of got this to hopefully make it more interesting. It's like a little handheld camera. I can take you guys with me like this, pull it out, I can talk, I can share my journey this way and kind of like make a documentary out of myself, instead of needing to have someone to follow me around and doing all of that stuff, because that's kind of overkill right now. I don't think it'd be interesting. I just need something that I can pull out, film whatever is going on. I can just ask the people around to film me if needed, and yeah, really take you guys with me more. And then I thought about, for the parts where there's context missing, I can just do a voiceover after and show footage. I'm just gonna try to make it a little bit more creative, visually appealing, interesting, engaging, step up the content level. So yeah, I'm back, weekly uploads. You can see
it looks really nice.
It's hard to see in the...
And how's the audio?
Testing a bunch of new products here. This is not the final packaging. This is actually temporary packaging because it's a faster solution to just put on a sticker on the back cards of the necklaces, but this is a temporary solution. This was the first packaging. The new packaging will be nicer. I'll show you guys. It's like a drawer little box. Testing out a bunch of different kind of necklaces. Here a world map. I don't really like the quality of that, so I'm gonna have to try some other things. Here is a passport cover, also in the brand colors, and then you can add the flags of your host and home country. I made a little error here, as you can see the line is not fully lined up, but this is just sample products, testing different products. As you can see, it looks pretty good, looks pretty nice. If you were wondering how the poster turned out, as you can see here, this is a full-size poster framed. Yeah, it turned out really nice. The few rounds that I did for testing the product, it turned out really nice. This is what it looks like now. Constantly testing new products for the brand, trying to expand the range, trying to see what is nice to add in there, and yeah, really figuring out what to do and where to go with the products. I'm trying to find a lot of different products and fit them in the style of the brand. So I don't just want to throw in every product, right? I don't want to just make random hats. I mean, I can make hats, put Exchange Life on there, but I don't think that's really cool or fitting for the brand. So I'm really trying to be very specific with the kinds of products I want to introduce. And also something that I've learned now is that for the first couple of years, I was really trying to create what I wanted. I wanted to create the hoodies and stuff like that. But the thing is, the margins are really bad on the hoodies, for instance. Clothing, print on demand. My brand is print on demand because everything is personalized. The margins are really low, so it's hard to grow your brand that way if you don't even have margins of 30%. So I was always trying to create what I wanted. But what I really have to think about is, what does the customer want? And what also makes sense business-wise, right? Because maybe I want it, maybe the customer wants it, but if I cannot facilitate to sell it because there is no margin, then it doesn't make sense. So I'm really trying to place myself in the shoes of the customer, of my target audience. I am not the target audience anymore, so I need to stop hammering on trying to create hoodies. I started this brand because I was really inspired by Daily Paper. Daily Paper is a brand from Amsterdam that was started by 3 kids over there, and now they're not kids anymore, but at the time. And now it's grown into this major brand. It's really influencing culture also in America. And I started Exchange Life. That's why it has the domain Exchange Life Clothing, because the domain of Daily daily paper was, maybe still is, daily paper clothing. I was so fixated on trying to make Exchange Life a clothing brand, while maybe that's not what the customer needs or wants. So now I'm trying to explore more and more what is it that the customer needs and wants, and by figuring this out, also seeing growth in Exchange Life. So maybe, for instance, now I created a guide. It's an e-product. I'm still figuring out the pricing for that, but this is guidance for exchange students while they're on exchange. I got a bunch of people together to create a video course, and there's also guidance. There's video calls every 2 weeks. Maybe that is the best way to monetize the target audience. We just launched a platform where you can find the perfect organization and program for you. An exchange student need to find an organization or program. Maybe that is the best way to monetize it, because the programs are higher ticket and economic. That's just maybe a better business model. Who knows? Anyways, my belief is still that you can create a significant business in any niche. You just have to find the right angle, find the right way to monetize that niche. The community is growing, so the audience is growing. I just have to keep chipping away on what is it the audience is looking for. What is the kind of merchandise they're looking for? What is this? What is that? And keep chipping away. Again, it's almost 4 years now. In August, it will be 4 years, and I'm building Exchange Life. It will just take a while, but it is getting closer to something really cool.
Agency, and like how to drive, the positive
As possible. And for that, I need as many, or not as many, because I don't want any random office on the platform. I'm out here journaling. Got a few habits that I'm doing every day now, which is I meditate every morning, which I've been doing for a really long time. I try to read a few pages of a book every day, and now I've added trying to journal every day a little bit, because lately the clarity is a little bit gone about what I should do every day. That's also because for me Q3 is kind of a slower period for the brand, because there's summer holiday, and because I've kind of taken the foot off the gas with the agency. So I have one client left currently. Yeah, but what I've talked about in the last video, where I realized that I don't want to build a big agency. It's not what I think is fun. It's not where I feel creative. I want to build my brand, so that's where I've kind of shifted my focus, and I've expanded the brand in different ways now, launching a platform, launching the guide and e-product, and really seeing where I can take that. But that means I have more time left day to day, and then I'm confused. It's like, I have time left, what do I do? In my head, it's bad if you have time left. Like, I should be working always. Maybe it is good to have some time left and have a few hours every day to do nothing. But then I don't do nothing. I just half-ass my work. I'm browsing or doing these things. Well, it's better for me to just be off for those hours, do full nothing instead of have nothing, have something. And that's kind of something that I wrote down for you, because I'm like trying to get clear what I should do now, what I should do for Q3, and that's something I should learn, is do nothing. Like, okay, maybe Q3 is a slower period for you, okay, then enjoy it. Also, just something I'm figuring out now. Where do I put in my energy for growth, for Exchange Life? What can I do? What makes a difference? All of these things is questions that are constantly in my mind and that I need to figure out for myself. But yeah, that's kind of what has been going on the last few weeks, especially when I'm in the Netherlands. Of course, when I'm in like Bali, I have a social life and I see cool people, and that takes time too. Here, like, I'm just alone, man. I'm alone. My girl's here now, but mostly it's just me, and I don't really do anything. I just work and then go to the gym. So that's also why I have a lot of time left, of course. When I'm going to Barcelona at the end of this week, I'll have time again there to meet people, so that will be way nicer. And maybe it's just because I'm sitting at home and I have way too much time. But yeah, really trying to figure these things out, where to go, what to do, where to put my time, what to do with my time that's left, and yeah, trying to make something of it. Do any of you guys do this? Watch podcasts and do a little bit of work? I'm doing some creative work right now. Some creative work for the products, new product IDs and all of this stuff. So I'm doing a little phone detox now. Just using it 5 minutes in the morning to check some messages and do some posting. 5 minutes at night. I'll just do it today, but maybe I'll extend it for like a week. Because like I said earlier, I have time here because I'm in the Netherlands. The friends that I do have left, they are busy and doing their own thing. So it's just me. I'm sitting in my room and I love it. I like being alone and just thinking. But if I just want to think, I need to get rid of that fucking phone, you know? I just need to stop grabbing it. And for me, it's so easy to just grab it. I noticed it and I need to stop doing that. So I'm leaving it out. And now, like, more ideas start to flow. I need to give myself room to be bored. But I do like to listen to, for instance, a podcast. Very good podcast, by the way, My First Million. I was thinking about that yesterday. The biggest breakthroughs are probably breakthroughs when I was bored or anything. And I just thought of a new thing or a new that or a new product. So, you know, just me thinking, sitting here. So I just arrived in Barcelona. I'm staying here for a couple of months, seeing if I like the city. I noticed, like I talked about before, that in Bali, for me, there's many different inputs at all times, and I don't know, there's a lot of triggers there, and it's hard to be, like, for me, really at peace there. I heard Barcelona come by a few times by friends in Bali, so I decided, why not? I'll try out Barcelona and just booked a place for a month, and then if we like it, we can extend it. I have a few things that I think are really hard, and I really need to gather my discipline to do them, like answering to some people, like doing taxes, for instance. And today I did taxes, and I did find out that I spent quite a lot on the business and in expenses. So in building new products, investing in new things, and doing all these different things. Kind of more than I expected, and I really need to get a more clear view on that. I really deep dove into it today, like what do I spend money on, what am I doing, like can I save money in places. And so far I've just been going blind really and not look at anything, but it can catch you off guard, of course, and I'll be fine. But the point that I wanted to make was that, okay, let's say I have to now spend all my savings on a tax bill, then still I cannot lose. Like, there is no way for me to lose, because if that's the case, I'll move back in with my parents and I'll continue. Like, how am I gonna lose? There is no way for me to lose. And I think this is so important. A mindset that you really need to realize is that if you come from decently stable background, if you can eat food at home at all times, there is no way to lose. And I realize I'm so privileged for that. And that also makes me really want to go hard, because what if it falls away? Like, what if I do not have that safety net? I want to make it before that all falls away. So for me, there is just no way to lose. There is no way to lose. I was talking to some older businessmen yesterday, potentially doing a deal with them, but that didn't go through. And he said, like, because he really tried to convince me to do it. He was like, there's young people, 15, 16, 17, 18, waking up every day wanting to do stuff. What if you are doing this now, but someone else is coming to do it? But in my mind, I was like, sure, but no one is gonna beat me at what I do. Like, no one is gonna beat me. I do not quit, I do not stop, and I cannot lose. So if I cannot lose, I'll just keep going and I'll beat everyone around me. So sure, there's people that can try, but that's just not gonna happen. And I think this is something that you should start to realize too, is that what is there to lose? Especially in your 20s, especially if you have food at home, then you cannot lose, which means that you will always keep going if you are disciplined and driven enough, which means that you will win. Like, that is a certainty, right? This is something that I kind of thought about today and I wanted to share. I'm back at recording the videos, I'm back at uploading every week. I needed a little break, like I said, some new creative juices. Got my little camera here. I think this will just make it more interesting and make it more engaging and shit like that. So, see you guys next week. Yeah, bye.